HPV vaccinations in boys has gotten the green light from a federal advisory panel. For the last 5 years, young women were the only segment of the population recommended to get the vaccine to prevent cervical cancer. You asked us in the Facebook story of the day about the HPV vaccination and whether you should vaccinate your little boy. TV6's Noelle McLaren joins us now with some answers. Noelle?
That's right, Steve. Since the HPV vaccine was first hit the markets in 2006, it sparked a lot of questions. Most doctors recommend that a vaccine is a standard part of a girl's 11 to 12-year-old checkup, but today a federal panel began recommending that boys get the shot too. There are more than 100 varieties of the human papillomavirus, or HPV. 40 strains specifically affect the genital area, and some can cause cancer of the woman's cervix. But in the last decade, doctors have been able to prevent cervical cancer with vaccines.
We actually have 2 vaccines. Gardasil is the one that most people are familiar with because that was the first one to come out. Gardasil contains 4 of the subtypes and Cervarix only contains 2. Now they're both effective.
It's already recommended that women ages 9 to 26 get the vaccine, but just today the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices recommended that young boys get it too to prevent male cancers.
We could see anal cancers, penile cancers, head and neck cancers, and those are probably the main ones that we would be concerned about.
And the concept of vaccinating boys has already caught on in Marquette County. In fact, the health department says in the last 3 months they've already handed out 38 doses of Gardasil. 12 of them were to boys. But doctors say the vaccination is more precautionary in boys since HPV-caused cancers are rarer in men. The virus causes roughly 15,000 cancers in women each year compared to only 7,000 cancers in men. They say the #1 reason boys should get the vaccine is to prevent the spread of the HPV virus.
So it's a little bit different than giving them something, even though it benefits them, it's a little bit different than getting a meningitis vaccine, which is to prevent a fatal illness in themselves.
The risks may be lower for men, but still exist, and doctors say your safest bet is to vaccinate boys. But if your son is extremely afraid of shots or you don't have the money in your budget to pay for a vaccine, doctors won't insist on the shot. Right now, insurance companies only cover the shot for young women, but with new recommendations for the chances are they'll soon get coverage too.